I moved to London on Friday. Isn't that mad? I made it. The capital. I'm actually the first person from my college to venture further than Manchester. What can I say? I'm fearless. And I honestly think it's the best city in the world. It's just my opinion. It's 607 square miles of pure brilliance. Museums, pubs, cocktail bars, the tube, black taxis, red buses, and unparalleled tourist attractions. London has it all. And it's been one hell of a journey getting here. Once I'd left college and worked at Tesco Metro for a year, it was quite clear to everyone, including me, I needed to get the hell out of Cheshire. Whether it be London, New York, Tenerife, it was time for me to take on the world. Obviously, Mum was absolutely gutted.
Are you sure you want to move to London, Hope? It just seems like such a shame when we've just painted your bedroom. What about next year when you've got a bit of wear out of it?
She watched Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Bugs Life, Up, Ratatouille, and Toy Story 3 in 2 days straight when she found out I was leaving. I think she just thought I was going to live with her and Dad until I was 30 and then get married to a gardener and move down the road. So it was a bit of a shock to the system when she found out I was leaving at 20 years of age. Dad, however, couldn't care less. Dad, I'm moving to London. Dad. Hello?
All right, that's nice. Oh, have you seen what I've done with my cup of tea? I can't seem to find it anywhere.
And my sister Jess seemed absolutely over the moon.
Can I have your bedroom?
No! When I got fired from Tesco Metro, I knew it was a sign. I had to do it. See, because I got voted most likely to succeed at the end of college. What was an A-lister like me doing working 9 till 5 in Macclesfield Town Centre in Tesco? I mean, I was quite upset when I got the sack. Mum never believes me when I say I'm glad I got fired because I did cry for 2 days straight, but I was on my period. So as soon as I was free from those prison gates, I was straight on spareroom.com. SW free, double bedroom, no smoking household.
Hope, you don't seriously think you can afford this, do you? It's in South Kensington.
It's my dream flat. The room happened to be a £1,500 a month gem in the heart of Chelsea. I could have bumped into Binky Velstead or Jamie Lang.
You're not getting any money off us. You do know that, don't you?
Mum got made redundant a couple of years ago, and since then my parents have been incredibly stingy. So I had to settle for something a little less Chelsea and a little more cheap, which brings us here to my lovely single bedroom household in none other than South Tottenham. When we arrived, Jess said it was
the dingiest, dullest room I've ever seen. Ever.
But I don't care because it's mine. I don't care, Jess, because it's mine.
Fair enough.
And this is where our story begins. In my small, eccentric house in South Tottenham. Just me and my housemate Jenna. She's actually in the next room. She's doing an online poetry sharing conference. We should probably be quiet, actually. Shh. She seems quite serious. When we first arrived, me, Mum and Jess, the first thing she said to us was, do you mind removing your shoes? Just because I cleaned the floor today. So, yeah. Sure. What the fuck? Anyway, we sat in the living room drinking our rose hip tea Jenna made for us, somewhat confused by what the fuck we were consuming. when suddenly Mum started to cry uncontrollably. Mum, stop crying.
Sorry.
Honestly, she was an absolute mess. She started hyperventilating.
It's just like, I just can't believe this is it, Hope.
Well, it is.
It seems like it was only yesterday I was having you cut out of my stomach.
Jesus, Mum.
You've got everything you need, haven't you?
Yes.
And you've got my number and my WhatsApp and my email and everything, just in case.
Mum.
I'm just checking.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, Hope, I'm so proud of you. Moving to London. Would you believe it? The first generation to leave Macclesfield. Oh, you're so brave. She is brave, isn't she, love?
Oh yeah, she's brave.
Thanks.
Just make sure you're always vigilant. You know, I don't mean to be awful, but the crime rates here are absolutely shocking. And Tottenham, of all places, oh, I don't know. I'll be worried sick. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Knife crime, burglary, antisocial behaviour, sex trafficking, fraud, hate crime, modern slavery, murder, rape, sexual harassment, stalking, terrorism, bike theft. Oh, don't get me started on bicycles. Alan, has she told you she's getting a bike? Alan?
Dad!
What?
She's getting a bike.
Oh, lovely.
No, Alan, no, it's not lovely. Did you know that cyclists are more than 15 times more likely to be killed on the roads than drivers? Did you know that, Hope?
No.
See? I just think you should think about it, okay? There's a great transport system in London with the tube and everything. You don't need a bike, okay?
Okay.
Oh, we do love you, Hope. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah. Of course. I like you too. And just like that, my adulthood began. I watched them walk down the road and away into the distance. And then I watched Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 back to back. But just because I liked the movies, though, I wasn't sad or anything. Maybe I should. I don't know. My job interview was supposed to start 25 minutes ago. I feel like that's a long time to be waiting, right? It wasn't like this at Tesco Metro. They were incredibly organised. The interview's for a dinosaur themed bar called Dino World. Mental, I know. It's basically my dream job because I love Komodo dragons. Honestly, I've never been to a place like this in my life. Not in Audley Edge, not in Prestbury, not in Stockport, not even in Manchester. Right, get this. As you walk in, there's people in dino costumes dancing in the windows, like a strip club, but with dinosaurs. They've really gone for it. There's people in dinosaur costumes everywhere, walking around serving drinks and taking orders like it's totally normal. I feel high, on drugs. Oh my God. The manager's here. Shh, how do I look? Wow. What a strange looking guy. Look at all those random hairs on his chin. Oh, he's got a bit of ketchup around his mouth. He's tying the arms of his dinosaur costume around his waist, and underneath he's wearing a top with a picture of what is primarily a woman's bum. But I guess it's fine because her face is in it. I think that's the rule.
Cheers for waiting. I was designing a new cocktail, so
Oh,
yeah.
right, that's really good.
Yeah, it's going really well. Thinking of calling it the Bloody Scary.
Yeah, that's amazing.
After Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I got the.
Oh, you CV. Nice picture of you. You look prettier in this.
Oh, I've got more makeup on in it.
Ah, I see. Well, that's fine. Don't worry. Travel far today?
No, it only took me half an hour.
Well, that's handy. Takes me an hour and a half.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it's really aggravating, actually. It takes a massive chunk out of my day.
I feel like I've annoyed him.
What? Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Right. So, as you can see, it's an intense job out there. Really hard work. And you have to wear a dinosaur costume all day, every day. You think you can handle that sort of commitment? We have to ask.
Yeah, I think I can.
Great. Next
do
question.
it.
How do you deal with difficult customers?
Oh, well, just be nice, usually. I try and, like...
Yeah, that's a good question, actually, because we get a lot of difficult customers. With us being in dinosaur costumes and that, people view it as an open invitation to take the piss. Yeah, it can be humiliating at times. I've had staff coming to me sobbing on more than one occasion. It's actually the reason we're hiring. To be honest, we've had a few rage quits. People were sick of being tormented by the customers. There are some horrible, horrible people out there. I've been spat at twice. How long have you been in London?
Couple of weeks.
Still in the honeymoon phase, I guess, then. Yep, that makes sense. Well, you'll come to learn London is a very, very, very cruel place. Incredibly so. I moved here from up north 10 years ago. There's not a day goes by I don't wish I was home.
Oh, so are you thinking of moving back up north, or?
No. Anyway, back to the interview, please. What experience do you have?
Well, I worked at Tesco.
It's not like a Tesco, this.
And a bar. I worked in a bar.
It's not really like a normal bar either. Do you have any immersive experience?
Yep.
Great. Well, I'd better get back to work then. My creative hours are between 12 and 2, so I don't want to waste them really. But we'll get back to you in the next few days regarding the outcome. All right. Oh, any questions?
And what's the pay?
£10.55 an hour.
Wowza, I was getting £5 an hour up north. Well, no,
Hey, let yourself out.
nice to meet you. One week working at Dino World and I am absolutely knackered. 9-hour shift and we only get half an hour break. Surely that's not legal. We'd get an hour and a half at Tesco on a good day. Man. But on the bright side, I've spent my lunch break in this amazing little independent cafe next door every day so far. It's very cool. It's very down to earth. Very London. The one in front of me has just ordered a regular decaf oat caramel latte with cream, which I think sounds very grown up, so I order exactly the same. Grab myself a little table in the garden, check my emails on my phone like an adult, and suddenly, without thinking, I start scrolling through my messages of my ex-boyfriend from Cheshire. It takes me a while to even realise what I'm doing. I've gone through the entire of our chat history twice when I stop, dead. Hang on a minute. What the hell am I doing? What would Little Mix say if they saw me obsessing over my ex? I delete his number and abruptly download Tinder. Really? I've left myself no other choice. My regular decaf oat caramel latte with cream arrives and I down it in one. It's very sweet. Oh, even the act of downloading Tinder seems scandalous to me. Right, let's do this. About me. I love dating. Dating is my world. I've just moved down from up north. Who wants to show me around? Maybe I sound too forward. God, I just need to get over my ex, you know? He was called Charlie. We met in Cheshire, went to school together. Proper love story, you know? He dumped me over text just before I moved down to London. Said he didn't see the point. But it's fine. I'm fine. He was a bit of a dick anyway. Like, he never went down on me the whole time we were together. Said it grossed him out. Which I don't understand, because he never even tried it. It's like saying you hate onions when you've never tried onions. How do you know? And before you ask, yes, I sucked his penis many times. And no, I didn't enjoy it. I found it quite disgusting, actually. But did I complain? No. He also had this weird thing about vibrators. I ordered one online once. Thought he'd find it sexy. He got really freaked out. He looked at me weird and said, "Why have you ordered that?" I panicked and said I got it free with some tampons, which was quite obviously a lie. He bought it though. You're not gonna use it though, are you? Why would you need one of those? I thought about telling him it was because he refused to go down on me and he was quite shit at fingering. But I knew that would damage his self-esteem. So I just told him I got it for a laugh. I probably won't use it. When it arrived, I used it every day for a fortnight, sometimes twice. I never actually orgasmed, but it felt pretty bloody great. Then my vagina got all exhausted and went all numb and weird. Sort of waiting for the feeling to come back, actually. Anyway, looking for a guy who likes going down on girls. It's perfect. It rules out anyone with vagina phobia. Because I just feel like I've done vagina phobia now. Sort of ready for oral sex this time. And the swiping phase begins. Ooh. Okay. Dave, 21. Favourite hobbies include hiding in bins and scaring old women. Ross, 23. Sex with me, nothing special, won't change your life, but at least you can say you've done it. And Dan, 20, who didn't even bother with a profile picture or a caption. I mean, come on. And Matt, John, Tygo, Ryan, Hugo, Brad, Hugh, all the various ages. Here for a good time, not a long time. Shit, my lunch break is nearly over. I better go. Right. Probably got about 2 more minutes in here before they realise I've gone. These toilet breaks have become a bit of a bad habit, to be honest. I come in here pretty much every 20 minutes, just to get away from it all. Do some breathing exercises and that. Honestly, I don't think I would be able to get through the shift otherwise. I've been working at Diner World for 2 months now. I don't like it very much. I keep getting this weird feeling in my throat every time I come in, like there's a needle poking through it, and my body aches all the time. Some of the girls are nice though, the other dinosaurs. They're nearly all southerners, but we do have some things in common. Like, we all hate Daz, the manager. Turned out, he's a massive twat. First I just thought he was I don't know, a bit of a weird guy, lonely or sexually frustrated or something. But then he started making these really dodgy sexual jokes all the time and constantly touching my arm or my shoulder or my back. So yeah, like I came into work this morning and he got angry at me because I didn't give him a hug. He came up to me and wrapped his disgusting arms around me and hugged me too tight, too long. He smelled horrible. He does stuff like that all the time. Like, oh my god, the other day we went on a work night out. It was alright at first. I did a lot of dancing with my friend Beth, who's from Birmingham, but it's like nearly enough. Yes! Yes! Anyway, we sat down for a rest at one point, and lo and behold, guess who comes and sits with us? Dad. He's been talking at us about these ridiculous cocktail recipes for about a minute. When suddenly I feel this hand on my leg, rubbing up and down. I look eyes with Beth and realise I'm on her leg too, under the table, unseen, rubbing. And we both just sit there in silence, frozen, letting him chat on and on, letting him touch our skin. Eventually, he offered to buy us a drink and we instantly agreed. Beth turned to me.
Did you just rub your leg?
I nodded.
You could creep.
I need a wee. So I went to the toilet because that's what I do when something bad happens. I hide. I hid for nearly half an hour. When I finally came out, they weren't at the table anymore. The bar was pretty much empty. I went up the stairs and past the security guard, and then I saw Beth stood looking down with her phone in her hand, shivering.
Where did you go?
I was in the toilet. Sorry,
You were in the toilet.
yeah,
You were in the toilet for 30 minutes.
yeah. Are you okay?
Fine.
You seem,
Why would you leave me with him? Why would you? He's a scumbag. Like, I thought we were mates.
we are mates. I
Right.
don't, did he like rub your leg again? There.
No.
So what happened?
Book in an Uber.
Oh, can I get in it as well?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because you left me with that predatory creep.
Beth, will you just tell me what he did?
You fucking. I sat at the table waiting for you to come back and you didn't. So. Tried to go and like hide on the dance floor and I didn't have to sit with him stroking my leg, and then I don't know, he just like lunged at me.
Oh god.
That's not even like he grabbed my ass. He lunged in and told me he was gonna fuck me. Tried to put his hand down my
Shit.
It was so disgusting. It was so.
I'm really sorry.
I need to quit this job, man.
What? Beth, you can't.
No, but
You can't quit. You can't let him win. You earned this job.
no, but he's.
Look, you need to go to head office or something. You should report him.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
You want to go to McDonald's?
Yeah, okay.
So I don't like Daz very much. I don't think he's a very nice person. I haven't been to work in a few days. I booked this week off. I don't really know why. I haven't got anything planned. To be honest, I've just stayed in bed the whole time. I just needed a break, I guess. There's been a bit of an uprising at work. Loads of the girls got talking and we sort of realised that Daz has been sexually assaulting us all the whole time. Pretty grim. Some of the girls have gone to the big boss about it, so who knows what will happen. I don't really know what to do. I've never had to deal with anything like this in my life. Actually, what I've come to learn is I haven't had to deal with anything in my life at all. Small town Cheshire didn't really set me up for the nitty-gritty of London living. But you know what? I'm sort of glad about that. I'm glad I spent my teenage years in parks and fields, surrounded by hills and space and innocence. I wouldn't want it any other way. It's funny, I was so desperate to leave. I don't even know why now. Because even though nothing ever really happens, it's safe. And it's home. I don't know if London will ever be my home. I think I might be massively out of my depth. Life is lived so differently here. Nothing is familiar. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to sit. I don't know how to dress. I don't know how to get out of bed and get on the tube and go to a job I hate and feel my boss's hand rub my shoulder. I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing. And I can't go home. Because you don't go home, do you? You move out and you stay out. And that's just the way it is. You live with your parents until you're 18 and you fly the nest. That's the way it works.